This segment of DelmarvaLife is brought to you by A&A Companies.
You know, a common mistake that you and I can make when we're baking is mixing up the tablespoon and the teaspoon. Let me ask you this. When you're writing the date after the new year, how many times did you write 2022 instead of 2023? What about when you're setting your alarm? AM, PM, have you done that? I have. We've all made silly mistakes. So today we're going to try to address a few more of those. They might even end up saving you a few bucks. Here to help us this afternoon is the Vice President of A&A Companies, Mindy Allen-Townsend. It's good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Everything is well?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to jump right in here and say, I guess one of the things that we could easily end up doing is blocking some vents.
Yes, that's for sure. We find a lot of people, or even a lot of kids, honestly, they'll close their registers, whether they're in the floor or in the ceiling, or, you cover them up with a couch or a rug or something of that nature. Closing or inhibiting registers from providing you with heat will drastically do your thermostat a disservice.
Okay.
Meaning that, a thermostat's located in the living room, it registers the heat in that room. Well, when you cover up a register or you shut a register, that's cutting off the air supply to that particular room, which is going to cause A, it to be colder, B, your thermostat to never satisfy, which makes your unit run longer and harder. So do everything you can to keep those registers free of rugs and furniture. Move them out away from the wall, especially your couches. The air needs to go up from those registers.
Right.
We probably get 1 to 2 calls a week where customers say, "Oh, this room is super cold. It's never been like this before." And we go out and a register's been closed or multiple registers have been closed. That could prevent you from having a tedious service call taking up, your valuable time.
It's a simple fix. And anybody can do it. Let me ask you about this. You mentioned the thermostat. I probably don't pay as much attention to the thermostat as I should.
Yeah, you should definitely pay attention to your thermostat, especially when it's, now when it's cold outside. Keep in mind that, a thermostat has an algorithm in it, which is about 1 to 2 degrees off of the set point. So if you have it set at 72, it's going to run at 72 because it does have an algorithm. So it's probably reading 70 or 71 in the room. So it's going to cause the unit to run. What we don't want you to do is leave for work in the morning and drop your thermostat down to 65 because you think you're conserving energy because the house is empty while you're gone. And then when you get home at 6 o'clock, taking that thermostat from 65 to say 72 or 74, that is doing you an injustice because when it's cold outside, an average heat pump can only make up a 2 to 3 degree temperature difference consecutively and fast.
So it's having to work harder.
So what that means is if you take it from, say, 65 to 74, that heat pump is going to call for auxiliary heat. That is straight electric heat. I've seen a lot of posts recently about people getting their electric bills and them being much higher than they have been in previous months. Some of that is the fact that it was super cold. And some of that is the fact that, heat pumps are designed. Anything more than a 2 degree temperature difference from what the room is and what the temperature is set at will automatically call for backup heat. There's no way around it. A heat pump is smart enough to say, I cannot make up this temperature difference fast enough. So electric heat will do that.
Mindy Allen-Townsend, Vice President of A&A Companies. Thank you so much for talking to us this afternoon. Some valuable information that we need to keep in mind.